Welcome back to Primetime, and what a division the NFC Central has become. Green Bay Packers began the day tied with Minnesota in first place. Now, last couple of weeks, the Packers have beaten the 49ers. They've beaten the Vikings. But at Tampa Bay, yes, Tampa Bay, a team below 500, they knew they were in a dangerous spot. After all, the Bucs had beaten them way back in Week 1, 23-21, and the Bucs had won a couple of games in a row. Ray Perkins looks to extend his record of 5-0 against the Pack. So you know that Perkins has the Packers' number, but the Packers have Vinny's number. Robert Brown with a sack of Vinny today. And you know if there's sacking involved, that Tim Harris eventually is going to be there. He had a pair today, and Tim, of course, comes out with the guns blazing all the time.
But Timmy Harris has all the tools, Chris. Here he creates the sack with a change of speed. He starts upfield, changes it, gets the offensive lineman to relax, gets Vinny down on the ground.
16.5 sacks this year for Timmy Harris. Vinny's first half problems weren't only sacks. This one's off the shoulder pads of Sylvester canceled Stamps. Brian Noble picks it off 5 times. The Packers picked off Vinny. And Mikowski to Sterling Sharp. What a combination that has become. 21 yards. He's in the end zone. It's 7-0 Pack, and you know the Michelin Man hasn't helped on the field. There he is in the stands. Well, it's not Tony at any rate. Second half, it's 7-6 Pack. Don Mikowski, though, loses a little bit of the magic. In the shadows of Tampa Stadium, the big sombrero on the Gulf Coast, the Gulf side of Florida. Overthrow of Perry Kemp picked off by Odie Harris. Returns it to the Buccaneer 45-yard line, and the Bucs capitalize. 2nd and 10, low-scoring game, fourth quarter. This time, Sylvester Stamps is revalued Stamps.
And he shows great balance and great desire getting to the end zone here.
Fourth quarter, Buccaneers looking to spring the upset on the Pack 13-7. But the Pack comes right back. Mikowski to Sterling Sharp. 55 yards. Let's get him go for the touchdown. The Packers lead at 14-13. For Sterling Sharp, he was exactly that. Sterling and Sharp. 8 catches, 169 yards, and a pair of touchdowns. But Vinny wasn't done. The Buccaneers want to come back. The quick slant to Mark Carrier puts the Bucs in a field goal range. The Packers defense stiffens, so Perkins sends his own Nigerian nightmare out. Donald Igwebuike right down the pipe. The Bucs win, 16-14, but they're playing the Pack. They don't win. Lindy and Mikowski on a tough situation. 4th and 16, incomplete. The Bucs win. The Bucs win, but they don't win. Sean Lee, illegal use of hands, and on 4th and 16, it's an automatic first down. Second life for the Pack. The completion to Carl Bland. They have no timeouts to go. You see the clock. There's 8 seconds to go. Can they stop the clock? It's time to get the field goal unit on the team. Can they stop it? 3, 2, and boom, incomplete. It's 1 second to go. I'm so excited that we can barely get Chris Jackie out of the field for 47 yards into the win. It's good. The Pack wins. The Pack wins. 17-16. The Green Bay Packers, again, the cardiac kids of the NFL, pull one out. They win it 17-16. One note in the game for the Packers. For the second straight week, Dave Brown with a pair of interceptions. Some pretty impressive names on this list. Dave Brown is now 6th on the all-time interception list. Paul Krause with 81, Emlyn Tunnell with 79, and Night Train in the gang. But Dave Brown is climbing up the list. Now, the Packers, you say they've done this before. Yes, they have. On 4th down, this is the 3rd time they've gotten a twist of fate to get them a win. We go back to week 2. When the Packers played the New Orleans Saints on a 4th and 17, trailing by 6, 34-28. You might remember Mikowski to Jeff Query, out of bounds, later ruled inbounds. Later they go upstairs and they say, yes, he's inbounds. The Pack later goes on to score a touchdown and win the game 35-34 on a 4th down reversal. Then, week 9, we all remember this, 4th and goal. Pack trailing the Bears 13-7, 32 seconds to go. Magic man to Sterling Sharp, but Mikowski was ruled over the line of scrimmage. No touchdown, a Bears win, but overturned by the replay booth. And the Packers have won it 14-13. And if you ask me, this is a team, America's team in some way, that Tommy, the Packers are truly blessed, again, on 4th down.
In more ways than one, Chris. I talked this morning about the fact that this team had to win 2 games out of this last 4. One today against Tampa Bay.
And the smaller...
They got a great game from Mikowski, great game from Sharp. Tim Harris was his usual marvelous self, but it doesn't hurt when you have a real good football team to be a little bit lucky.
Well, let's look at the other side. These poor Bucs, if it wasn't for bad luck, they wouldn't have any at all, because everything seems to go wrong for them. 4th and 16, a penalty, given a first down to Green Bay and an extra play. You just really have to feel sorry. Jerry Glanville was literally snake bit this year by a water moccasin, but Ray Perkins is snake bit in many other ways. And I have to feel sorry for him, even if he does have roughly the charisma of today's tennis champion, Stefan Edberg.
Well, well, listen, Axe, one thing you said in week 1, and I think now we can bury it for good. Bay of Pigs is no longer. 8 wins by the Packers this year, 7 of them by 4 points or less.